bold plan to use the U.S. military to guard our southern border until the much-needed wall is complete is causing a stir in both Washington and in Mexico tonight. Joining us live from the White House with more, Fox News chief national correspondent. Never a dull moment, Ed Henry.
Nonstop, Sean. Good to see you tonight. The bottom line is we've heard the president in recent days ramping up the rhetoric on illegal immigration as that caravan moves through Central America towards the U.S. border. What's new tonight is that the president is now promising dramatic action to back up those words, using the American military to help secure the southern border until the wall is built. What he did today is he convened a meeting with Defense Secretary James Mattis, other top cabinet and military officials, to say that in the absence of action by Congress, he wants executive action to crack down on illegal immigration, drugs, violent gangs coming from Mexico and elsewhere in Central America. Tonight, White House officials are making very clear the president is talking about mobilizing the National Guard to secure the southern border, not active duty military. That's prohibited by law because active duty military cannot get involved in domestic law enforcement actions like apprehensions at the border. Yet there was a bit of a freakout from some Democrats, like Congressman Ruben Gallego of Arizona, who tweeted today, quote, "Real Donald Trump wants to use our troops to advance his extreme anti-immigrant agenda while wasting time, resources, and money and depleting our military strength in areas of real danger. Congress must stop this misguided scheme." What he and other Democrats seem to have missed is that then President Barack Obama in 2010, George W. Bush in 2006, they did similar things. The Obama administration sent 1,200 National Guard troops to the southern border to assist Border Patrol and immigration officials amid concerns about drug trafficking. They provided intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance. The Bush administration launched Operation Jumpstart, 6,000 members of the Guard for engineering, road and fence building. What the president today seemed to be saying that's different is that he may be looking at a more aggressive approach where the National Guard perhaps takes on a more direct law enforcement role. Plus, a senior official here tonight is saying the number of National Guard troops will be, quote unquote, substantial, suggesting at least a larger number than we've ever seen before. We're going to have to obviously fact check that and see how it plays out. Now, as you noted, the reaction from Mexico, swift and negative. Vicente Fox, a former president, saying real Donald Trump to militarize the southern border is to provoke more hate and distance even further between our nations. Somebody has to talk some sense into him. He's elevating his hate towards Mexico, causing a greater conflict. The current Mexican government, by the way, sent an official request to the White House late today saying they want clarification on what the president's remarks really mean for this relationship. And we're told that the Homeland Security Secretary for the president has been in touch on.
All right, Ed Henry at the White House tonight. Joining us now with reaction, the co-host of The Five, Waters World. It's his world, we live in it. Fox News. How's that thing go again? Yeah, okay. Fox News contributor. Vicente Fox.
You didn't even say my name, by the way. You just said it. Fox News contributor.
Jessica, everybody knows you. Vicente Fox is full of crap because he used to send people from Central America back to the country they came from after he put them in jail, and there was no deportation, no rights, right back to where they came from. So how does he get to lecture us?
Well, I don't know. I enjoy his Twitter feed, but I think that is a valid point. He's not in office anymore.
You must really love President Trump's Twitter feed.
No, I don't even follow him, but obviously I see it around.
You're missing a lot.
Yeah. We follow it for you, Jessica.
Yeah, you too do. No, I understand that argument of Vicente Fox, but also if you look at who is in this, quote, caravan, you have the elderly, you have infants, you have people.
Here we go.
Listen, you want to be, with the truth? Listen, you want to be compassionate, but you want to be smart, too. This caravan's a stunt. They've been doing it for 6 years. This is the first time they derailed the caravan because President Trump said knock it off to the Mexican government. And what happens is the caravan goes to one sector and it draws all our Border Patrol agents there, and then the coyotes just sneak around the other side. It's a setup. You want to be smart, but you have to be tough.
I think that that's totally fine, but we have the lowest level of illegal border apprehensions at the border since 1971.
300,000 they caught at the border. That's not a small amount of people.
Out of the country, which we haven't had before. President Obama was the deporter-in-chief. I don't know why you guys don't love him for that.
Deporter-in-chief?
That was his nickname.
Okay. No, how many people a year are coming across the border?
There's 300,000 people they're catching at the border. And think about the ones they're not catching.
Lowest level since 1971.
Okay, 300,000 is not a low level.
I've been in the drug warehouses. I've been there when gang members were arrested. We have the videotape.
That sounds scary.
And you know what? If somebody can come across because they want a job and our borders are open, so too can a terrorist that wants to destroy an American city.
Right, but how often is that what's actually happening?
Why are you willing to
I'm not,
risk
but
it?
you're also acting as if our borders are just completely open,
Pretty
which
much.
is a complete fallacy.
The
That's
Border
absolutely
Patrol
not
themselves,
true.
they want a wall.
Yes,
I thought the Democrats supported workers. If the workers are saying, let's have a wall, let's give them a wall.
It's a massive infrastructure project. Listen, I believe
Don't you guys like infrastructure?
Don't put it in quotes. It's real.
Don't you want infrastructure? A lot of union jobs will be created.
And there are a lot of Democrats who have been on record and are currently on record saying that we will certainly work with the president on a wall system.
Okay.
But this idea,
wall system, not a wall.
But
Let's
it is a wall system.
A wall
You're not
system.
going to. The
That sounds like
terrain
Clinton
doesn't
saying,
allow.
you know, we were alone, but I never thought we were alone.
Yeah.
Same thing.
That's hilarious.
Thank you.
You can't build a wall.
Jesse liked it.
I liked it.
You two love talking to each other.
I mean, listen, Jessica, let me make this point. In your apartment, do you have a wall system? No, you have a wall.
Well,
and it's to keep people from coming in.
Yeah,
you don't let people come into your place
Gotta
at
keep
night.
the boyfriend out in the living room, right?
Right, but
Make him be
the
a nut.
boyfriend knocks, you open it up, oh, it's my boyfriend, you let him in. You don't just let in a stranger, have him sleep at your apartment and not pay rent.
Yeah, I get this on Twitter all the time, like, how many illegals do you have coming to stay in your apartment, blah, blah, blah.
Maybe we should
That's
send
not
the
point.
caravan to your house.
That's really nice. Yeah, I'm not giving my address. But when you look at the
Why not?
statistics, was that
are you
a joke?
afraid of?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm afraid of
Be
weirdos on
compassionate.
Twitter.
Afraid of weirdos.
Yeah.
Well,
Not illegal weirdos, American
if you
citizen
lived in San
weirdos.
Diego, would you invite the illegals to live with you?
I really don't think that saying that the 11 million who are here already and who
I didn't
work
talk
hard.
about the 11. I said, if you lived in San Diego, would you let illegals live with you?
I don't want to let anyone live with me.
Oh,
except-
so why should the country let him come in
they
when
don't
you won't
live
even
with me.
take
They
it?
get their own
break.
house.
It's his world. We're living in it.
Dude.
Alan Dershowitz
All right.
on the Mueller witch hunt in studio next.